Hello guys, welcome to Bida's Online Academy tutorial. Today we are going to be considering the integrated bronchial and syllabus system for what? JAMB. And this is a disc given to you at the point of purchase for JAMB 2022. Now when you go to the any CBT center in your state, you are going to be given a disc that contain an instructional materials for you to be able to do this year exam successfully. And this is how this JAMB look at and to start integrated bronchial and syllabus system for 2022 JAMB exam. And you can see on your screen here that we have message from register, only the parent from encouraging their children to cheat in the examination, stating that such parents should seek forgiveness. And these are the things that you need to note before going into examination. Now, in this software now we have the bronchial section, the e-syllabus section, the process sections, the books that you have to read, suggested book by the JAMB, the CBT base, and how do you go about CBTs if you are new with CBT tests. And what is CBT test and how do I go about it as far as JAMB is concerned. Every information is given in this software, and that's why we are bringing it to your doorstep, so as to be aware of what you are to meet in the exam So remember to subscribe and watch this video till the end. Now I'm going to be considering every of the menu in this software, and here we have the bronchial. And also you can click this one directly or access this menu using the menu drop down here. So this is a drop down menu, so you click on it, you can see we have bronchial, we have the e-syllabus, that is the electronic syllabus. So we have the processes of registration, we have the materials, we have the CBT, we have the app, we have the website. So these are the things that you need to know concerning the JAMB 2022. So now we have the bronchial. Now I'm going to consider the bronchial aspect of it. Now when I click on the bronchial, you can see under the drop menu of bronchial we have the view institution. Now how to view your desired institutions. If you wanted to go to university to obtain first degree, or you want to go to NCE or College of Education to obtain your NCE, or you want to go to Coral Poly or Polytechnic rather to obtain your diploma certificate, and so on and so forth. Here are the institutions offering first degree, NCE, ND, and NID. So to know the university of your choice, you need to go through the degree awarding institution for the university. So now you can see the e-learning university, the Federal University, the Federal University of Agriculture, the Federal University of Earth Sciences, the Federal University of Technology, the open and distant learning programs for those that want to do part-time or want to do open and distant learning. So these are the universities that provided the program. So we can see the Ahmadu Bello University open and distant learning program, Zaria, Kaduna. You can see it now. Other degree awarding institution, private university. You want to go to private university to avoid any form of strike. So these are the list of private university available in Nigeria. Achievers University, we have Adeleke University, we have Afe Babalola University, Ado-Ekiti, we have the Bowen University in Osun State, Bowen University in Osun State, we have the Capital City University, and so on and so forth. We have a lot of private university here that you can easily access in the software without even having an external source to tell you what to take or what to take. So all you just need to sit down and look through the software, get software, and find a laptop to install the software and take your time to go through it before registration. Even after you have done registration, there are still some things to do with this software, like e-syllabus, processes, material, and CBT. So it's not only meant for registration alone or knowing the institution to choose in the first place, but this is to help you to see you through the process of your JAMB registration and how to read for the exam or prepare for the JAMB exam, and also the aftermath, the after process of the JAMB exam, that is the result, the result, get your admission letter, and so on and so forth. These are what encompassed in this software, and that's why we are bringing it to your doorstep. And these are the first thing that we are considering, the brochure. And under this brochure is how to view your institution, your desired institution. So, and this institution is divided into the degree award institution, that is the institution that award first degree honor. So, and these are university federal. If you want to go to the federal university in Nigeria, there are the list of federal university in Nigeria. Abuja, Tafa, Baliwal, they were listed in in alphabetical order. You have Ahmadu Bello University Zaria, you have Alex Equipment Federal University, you have Bayero University of Kano, Federal University of Benin, of Benin Kebbi. So we have and so on and so forth. These are the list of university in Nigeria. So if you want to, you can see these are the courses that they have in this state. This Federal University of Jigawa, they have accounting, they have accounting, they have criminology, they have chemistry, they have English, they have. So not only just they are awarding the awarding institution alone, but the subject that they have and the requirement as well. See the requirement. So for these courses, you just have to go through it very well. Now these are to help you to select your institution. This is a very good good innovation by the JAMB. So please select your institution, whether it is degree award institution. So select it select whether it is university that you wanted to go, that e-learning university or federal university. As you can see, if I want to go to University of Ilorin now, I will just Federal University of Ilorin. I will just scroll down and look for Federal University of Ilorin. So you have Federal University of Ilorin. Let's check whether it's still going to. So Federal University of Ilorin. Can we scroll down? Federal University of Ilorin. You can see it here, and these are the available courses in Federal University of Ilorin. So these are the available programs. University of Ilorin now. University of Ilorin, medicine and surgery. What are the requirements? So A-level passes in in A-level passes in physics, and so on and so forth. And the requirements for UTME is 5 credits, and these are the subjects that I need to offer. So you can see, view by institution, check whether they have the program in that school, and then the subject requirement is very, very important. University of Ibadan. Also, let's take lastly University of Ibadan. University of Ibadan. So what are the available courses? You can see they have accounting as well, they have agriculture, they have Arabic, they have all other institutions as well. So they have all other program as well. Now let's take, if I want to study microbiology now. So what are the requirements? You click on it. So the institution, the requirements. So these are the requirements. So for me to be able to study microbiology, so you have to go through it. Click on the degree awarding institution. Click of your choice, your university you wanted to go to, and look at whether they have the course you want to apply for. Then the requirement for you to be able to study that course in the university. Now you see Joseph Babayalola Now this have all these courses, and check, because there are some schools that have there are some schools that have specific courses while others doesn't. So just like not all schools have aeronautic engineering, so you have to be careful in selection of your what. Yes, and that's what they are giving you, what the brochure, to go through it in order to what, in order to be able to choose aright. Now under the brochure again, we still have the what, the viewing of the programs. So view by programs in PDF. So if you want to, that one is in what, in slide format, but this one by PDF. If you want your brochure in PDF, you can also select your what, you can also do your selections using what, PDF format. Just click on the what, the College of Education, the list of courses and the list of schools. So this is the list of courses. You can see this is the list of these courses and the what, subject requirement. So this is the what, the PDF format of checking through or looking through your what. So you just scroll down here. Even though it's not that clear very well, you can still see it. This is the PDF format. This was the former one they were using before. So the hard copy, this is how they print it out. So, but now they have prepared it in a slide format so that you access it without even carrying the book here along. As you can see here, if you look at, if I want to study economics now, what are the requirements? Just scroll up like this. I want to study, okay, adult and non-formal educations. It requires me to have 5 credits versus English. Then my UTM subject should be English language and any other subject that I want. As simple as that, any other subject. These are the PDF format of assessing your what, your institution of your choice. That's that on how to assess the PDF format of what, of your program. So, but I would like to suggest the former one is very easier to access. Just if I want to go to what, NCE now, just click on it. These are the Federal College of Education. This is private college of education. Instead, just click on the Federal College of Education if that's your choice. So click on it. Look for subjects you wanted to register for. Maybe special educations. So just click it. Look at the requirements and the likes like that, because these are the list of the what, courses that they have in Federal College of Education. So it's easier using this what method than the what, the former one. But whichever the case, just know the what, the method that will work best for you and what, and get your what, choice ready for registration. So now the next column that we are having here is the e-syllabus. The e-syllabus. The e-syllabus has to do with what, the topics that you need to cover in every subject that you register in JAMB. So, and these topics has been provided for you in this software. You don't need to bother yourself on which topics I have to read. Well, you're looking for external source for you to get the topics that you need to read. It has been given in this software, and under this software we have the odd topics here. The odd topics here we have what now for agriculture or for biology. Now, okay, let's take chemistry. What are the topics that I need to cover for me to pass what, chemistry exams? So now I'm picking what, chemistry. Now you double click, then you can see chemistry, the general objective, the general objective for what, chemistry exam. But the most important thing that you are concerned of is the detailed syllabus. Now the detailed syllabus, you can see here that here we have the first entry here. We have the separation of mixture and purification of chemical substance. What are pure and impure substance? How to distinguish them using what? Using chromatography, separating Fresnel, using what? Crystallization, recrystallization, fractional distillations. Everything is here for you to be able to what? To access, to know every topics that you need to cover in JAMB. It has been given in the software as a detailed what? Syllabus for individual subjects you are offering in JAMB exam. So please and please do well to go through this e-syllabus for the subject you are taking in the exam, so as to have a good result at the end of the day. So now you can stroll down with your up and down button. You can use page up and page down. Here I'm using page up, page down now, so it will take you to the next page, nuclear chemistry. So but if you want to scroll up gradually, you can use the scroll up button now and look at it one by one. So take your time to go through it. Take your time. Separation of mixture, purification of the next topic is chemical combination. The next one is kinetic theory of matter, and so on and so forth. So atomic structure, the fourth one, and so on and so forth. All this syllabus has been given to you in this software. So for religious studies, Christian religious study, what are the things that you need to cover? For economics as a science, economic system, method and tools of economics analysis. You have the theory of demand, the theory of consumer behavior, the theory of supply. You need to read that. So these are the syllabus on economics. So you can select any subject. You can use this scroll down button to select your desired subject. As you can see, the use of English is at the extreme end here. You just have to scroll down, look at the syllabus, the comprehension and the summary is the first entry here. You need to know your comprehension and summary, descriptive, narration, exposition, argumentation, persuasions, and what are the things you need to consider when you are reading. Identify main points in sentences, determine or implied word meaning, identify the grammatical function of words, and so on and so forth. These are the syllabus under English, the lessons and structure, what you need to know, synonyms, antonyms, clauses, sentences, and clauses, sentence pattern, word classes, their functions, and the likes like that. So these are the things that you need to note when you are reading English. The structure, what are the 5 questions and the 5 pattern of the question. Under comprehension passage now, you are going to have 5 questions. One reading text, and section B, lesson and structure, the sentence interpretation, antonyms and synonyms. You can see this is a good material for you. These are a good source of information for you to be able to pass your exam. The oral forms, you have the vowels, the consonant, the rhymes, the word stress, the emphatic stress. So also the recommended text for the recommended textbook for the exams is also given to you. So if you don't know what textbook should I read for English, it has been given to you here at DDG for as you can see, ATA, practice in spoken English. So these are the things that you need to be aware of that is provided inside the software as well. So this is under the e-syllabus given to you. And next thing under the menu here is processes. Now what do we have under the processes? We have the application processes, the verification processes, and the post exam and admission processes. Now if you want to register and haven't know your desired course and the subject that is required by JAMB for that course, and the university you wanted to go to study that course. So then you proceed to the process of application. So the process of application, it involves now 3 sections: the visual impaired, those people that are physically challenged. So you need to know, you must indicate that you are visually impaired, maybe it is blind or something else. Maybe you are physically challenged, one of you must indicate your registration, and it was stated here. So you need to indicate so as to know there's a special center. You will be informed of your center and time before the examination. You see, so these are the reason why you need to know what is on this on this disk. Now this application instruction, the next is application instruction. And what are the application instruction? You must get your national identification number. That's one of the prerequisites for you to register for this year. And if you have one, if you want to check if you want to recheck, or you forgot your NIN, just dial *346. So this instruction as well, you go to NIN to see the accredited center to register. So now also the profile registration. So these are the procedure. These are the procedure you need to undergo to go. So all these things has been provided even for you to register successfully. Now we have the self-help in case of mistake or loss of profile. To retrieve or to resend, or you have the number to present. The information has been provided. The self-help information is also here. So the free complaint ticket for all complaints on JAMB processes. A candidate can create a support ticket at jam.gov.ng. So with this now, with his email, register on the board site. So these are the information that you need to know for successful registration, step for registration for 2022. So now JAMB. So these are the these are under processes. This is found under processes, and this is found under processes of registration. So an admission quota. How does JAMB allocate the exams? How does JAMB allocate the admission list every year? How does the admission JAMB look like every year? These are the things that you need to know. So admission based on merit is 45%, for catchment area 35%, for educational less developed states, so 20%. So admission into all federal higher institutions of learning via UTME in Nigeria is based on the following. Number one, based on merit. That is, if you pass very well, the 45% goes to students that merit the catchment area, a particular area. So maybe you are from social state, so your opportunity also have 35% that are going to be picked there, and education less developed states. So if you are able to pass excellently in your JAMB and you meet the requirement based on SSC as well, there is a high chance for you to be taken based on your merit. You can see it's not that having 45%. That's why you have to know these things at the back of your mind when going forward for the exam, so as to be able to prepare very well. So now admission based on merit. Admission into federal university is reserved for candidates with very high UTME score. So that's why we are providing the video tutorial for you to be aware that merit still is still a thing that JAMB consider in selected students, even though in Nigeria now politics has entered into university. But you can see that 45% of of those people that write the exam, merit takes 45% out of it. So it means that 45% of the admission allocation has to go to people that pass the exam based on merit. So please do well to watch videos on that academic tutorial. They provide a well detailed explanation for this subject that you are offering, so as to come out victoriously and excellently in order to have a better chance of gaining admission to this university of a choice. Now, so that's that about that. So as according to addition based on the 23 states of federation has been identified educational less developed states. So these states are Adamawa, Bauchi, Benue State, Borno, and so on and so forth. Candidates from this state are given special consideration for admission in the federal. 20% of the available admission space is reserved for such eligible candidates. So these are the things you need to be aware of under that. So let's go to the next section to save our time. So now these are the things you need to know. Verification process, you need to verify us. So these are the biometric instruction. You must verify your what yourself by doing your thumbprinting in at the process of during the process of registration. Upon arrival at center, candidate sign in using what biometric or verification. Candidate are expected to sit and labeled with what seat number exam. So these are the verification. So meaning that when you are doing your registration, your biometric what verification is very important, because it's one of the things that you use to sit. That is one of the things that will require at the exam or nation or that day. Biometric what attendance. So also information about what how to print your results, admission letter printing, endowment of illegal admissions, the change of admission letter. Every instruction is here. Application for correction of data is there. So how to change institution. These are the aftermath processes after you have done your exam. So this software is not only meant for what? It's not only meant for how to prepare for the exam only or how to register, but it's also what given to guide you through on how to change course, how to change name, how to change what your date of birth, how to change your dental, how to change your what your local government or state, or how to print your admission letter, the way to go about it, as you can see here. So these are very detailed what information about what JAMB, and these are the things that we are going to be sending in subsequent videos, and as we also upload our video tutorial as well. So please do well to what to subscribe in order to see the detailed information about these processes. And because of our time, I will quickly have to go to the materials here. What are the materials? Now the materials are the recommended book for each subject. This is the recommended book for agriculture. If you are thinking of the book to read for what agric syllabus, these are the selected books for agriculture. You click on your desired subject, government. These are the selected recommended books by the JAMBs. For literature in English, what are the selected books in literature in English? See, a list of selected African and non-African play, novels and poems. Now it means that for this year, for literature student, Frank Ogodo Ogbechi, Harvest of Corruption, Under African Drama, Non-African Drama with Shakespeare Othello. Under prose, we have Amadako Faceless, Non-African prose, Native, and so these are things that a commercial student, a literature student must know, that these are the essential books that I must read for the exams, and that's why they are giving you the list of materials to read in this CBT. So don't be convinced. Look at the poetry. We have Vanity by Diop. We have Ambush by Gbemisola. We have Piano, and also please take your time to go through it. This has been provided in this JAMB software. So make sure you look at the selected books for each subject. It's very, very essential for you to pass very well in the exam. So mathematics, what are the selected books? We have the distinction in mathematics, comprehensive revision. We have the basic mathematics for senior secondary school, and so on and so forth. The general mathematics for West African SS1 to SS3, Lagos, Longman, and so on and so forth. These are the materials required for and for you to do computer. Those people that are coming in that does not know because this is the first year, JAMB is accrediting computer as one of the subjects you want to offer. If you want to go to, you want to offer any computers courses in institution. So these are the textbook recommended for the computer studies. So, and you need to go through it in order to know the textbooks you like purchase for the exam. So everything is here. So without wasting much of our time, you just have to go through this. Now let's scroll this one down to see what are the menus that we have here. So another important thing that you need to know is about the CBT. And under this submenu, you have the CBT without mouse. CBT without mouse. That is, you can do your exam without even knowing how to use mouse. So, and how do you go about it? All you just need to know is the what? The 9 keys. Familiarize yourself with the 9 keys. And what are the 9 keys? A, B, C, D, E, N, S, R, Y. A is for option A, B is for option B, C is for option C, D is for option D. P is for what? For what does the P represent? We have the what? The next. The P is for the, you can see option A. The P is for the next page. The N is to move for the next page, and the P is to go back to the previous page. So N is to move to the next page. The P is to go back to the next page. This has been provided, so you don't need to have to know how to use mouse as I'm using it now. So what you just need to know is to know the letter. If you want to pick option A, option A. If you want to pick option B, press B. If you want to pick option C, press C. If you want to press pick option D, press D. If you want to move to the next page, press N. Go back to the previous page, press P. So now you can as well submit with what? With keyboard keys. Now if you want to submit, you want to finalize your exam, you want to submit it, just press S, and a dialog box will appear asking you to confirm your action. Then you will press Y. So if you want to submit, you are done with your exam, you just press S button. When you press S button, it will bring a dialog box to ask you whether you want to submit truly. So, and pressing Y will finalize the exam, and you are not going to be able to go back again. So that's why you have to know and familiarize yourself with this key. Now, so if you are using CBT based software that has to know these keys, you are doing yourself harm. So you have to get a CBT practice software that makes use of this letter, so that you can get yourself acquainted to how you'll be able to pick your answer in JAMB questions. So remember that they use A, B, C, and D for option A to D. And to go to next page, you have N, you press N. To go to previous page, you have to press P and S to submit, Y to finalize your submission. So that's that about CBT. So no cause for alarm on how to submit or how to do CBT exam, use computer. I'm not computer literate and so on. So to be computer literate, this has been given to you based on CBT exam. So no cause for alarm. All you just need to do is to memorize those letters, know how it operates, and you are good to go to write your exam. So in fact, it saves time rather than using the cursor. So now we have the CBT frequent questions. What are the frequent questions? What is CBT based test? As you can see, CBT based is a test administered by JAMB using a computer. It doesn't necessarily have to be JAMB, but it's a test administered using computer. This is the format. This format is flexible in that the test can be taken at different location and in different time and different location. You can see it and go to yourself. While computer-based test, to avoid unnecessary mistakes. So if you want to know more about CBT test, you can as well read the benefits, the CBT centers available for the registrations. So know about us. CBT, this is very, very important. What are the CBT centers? So these are the locations to do your CBT test. Where are the test centers located? CBT centers are located in 36 states or federation. So you must know you must be able to know the location of the CBT centers in your state, so as to know where to pick. So, and these centers were well equipped. They are very well equipped. What does this center look like? Your room equipped with everything you need to know is there. So that's that about the CBT information provided in the disk. and UTM frequently questioned. So these are the questions that people do ask. You can as well go through it. So it's also beneficial contact if I have a problem. So you can see the answer has been provided. Candidate are to direct all inquiries to the ticketing link. Support jam.gov.ng. So support.jam.gov.ng. These are the words. These are the where you can direct your problems and your inquiries. So everything has been provided in this software. So all the questions that you really want to know about is here, and also for you to be able to know the appropriate answers for it. So you can see, should I bring calculator? May I bring calculator? Is capital what? No, calculator is not allowed. You can see, will all candidates write the exam at the same time? No, each candidate will write examination according to the schedule appointed time. So you can see all these questions has been what? So the answer has been provided to us. So you can see that I have a low battery here. So I would like to summarize what I'm doing here. So that's that about that. So lastly, now we have another submenu here. Lastly, so the website column, and these are the website submenu here, are to be accessed using what? Internet connection. If you press on it, it will take you to what? A browser. That you select one of this browser in order to be able to what? Access the information online. Is there information that you want to access or check program online? So these are also there for you to use in the what? In the software. But we have to have internet connection to be able to use what? This what? Menu. If you want to access JAMB website, you have to connect your system or your phone or anything that you are using to view this thing with your what? With internet, so as to access this menu, this submenu under what? Website. So that's that about what? The JAMB instructional discs given to you at the point of purchase of JAMB registration. So please do well to go through the video. Also, subsequently, we are going to be posting videos on how to go about what CBT word test in your exam. So do well to press the subscribe button, the notification bell, and remember to share this video with your friends, families, relatives, and colleagues at home. Thank you, and God bless you. Love you. Bye bye.